Early this morning on the corner of Wall and Broad Streets, all seemed quiet. In cities and towns, children rise for school, people head to work, economies come to life. When the sun rises across the planet, the engines of capitalism start to turn. Much of the fuel for those engines, billions in invested capital, enters the financial ecosystem on our trading floor and through our network built and refined over 2 centuries. The result is progress, a story renewed every day when our bell rings. Fields are harvested, cars are assembled, buildings rise skyward, planes take flight. Technology dreams, from California to China and points in between, are born in a million different ways. Every innovative idea in the imagination of the human brain builds its support with investment waged on how dreamers can change the world. It started small, 24 brokers setting our standards for how stocks can be exchanged. It's grown through highs and lows, reborn with each new wave of enlightenment. Now part of a global trading and data powerhouse, the pillars still stand, a beacon for those with brilliance and determination, and the traders making the modern markets. You stand in the footsteps of giants, where history is rewritten with each new assembly on our podium. They gather not to recycle the past, but to reimagine the future. A bright day lies ahead. A new chapter takes shape with each share passing through our pipes. Welcome to Wall Street. Welcome to New York City, the world's financial capital. Welcome to the New York Stock Exchange.
I'm Stacey Cunningham, the president of the New York Stock Exchange, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the NYC this morning to celebrate Albertsons' initial public offering. A lot of hard work goes into an IPO, and it's not just from Vivek, Bob, Susan, and the team, but from your advisors, your bankers, everyone who supported you along your journey, importantly your families who have been there along by your side. And it's hard to launch an IPO in normal times. Even harder during the midst of a global pandemic. So I give credit to the teams, and this is just one moment on your journey. It's not a beginning or an end, it's a milestone, but it's a really good one, so we like to celebrate it, and we're going to celebrate with you today. Now, I have to say that during this whole process, while you're working on an IPO, and as I mentioned, it's hard during normal times, but during a global pandemic, the broader Albertsons team was keeping America nourished and supporting us during this really challenging period for our country. And I thank you for that. I thank you for everything. Everybody on the front line got up in the morning and went into work when all of us were trying to keep ourselves safe. And I appreciate the risk and the challenges that your team rose to fight so that we could all get through this period of time together. Today you're joining a community of companies, the world's greatest community of companies. We stand in honor and in awe of them every single day. We're very proud of the role we play in helping them achieve their success. Over the past 228 years, we've had a front row seat as capitalism and companies have come to the capital markets to raise money so they can scale their products and services and make them available to the masses, not just the few with means. Along the way, they're providing an opportunity for investors to share in that success and create jobs and support us and change the way we live our lives and the way we live, play, and work every single day. And I can't think of a better example than Albertsons. You've created 270,000 jobs. You're in 35 states. And as I already mentioned, you're supporting us and providing essential service to us every single day when you strip it down to the needs that don't get more basic than needing to eat. So thank you for that. We're welcome and excited. We're so excited to have you join the community at the NYSE. And I couldn't be more proud to hand it over to the man who's been navigating this ship through this storm and getting us to where we are today. It's just the beginning of a long partnership, but I'm going to turn it over to Vivek.
Thank you, Stacey. Thank you so much. I wish all of us could be together today. Let me start with, I just want to say congratulations, okay? I wish we could all celebrate. Congratulations together. You know, third time really is a charm. And I'll tell you a small story. We were all together in New York in February, and this process actually started in February. And we were expecting that we'll complete the IPO in March, and then the world just fell apart, as you know. I remember that was a time when we could carpool together, we could shake hands, hug each other, celebrate together, and we thought this would never happen, but here we are in the middle of a global pandemic, one of the greatest challenges we've faced as a human race, and we've completed an IPO. Ours is a story of courage. It was the courage of a group of shareholders, Cerberus, Kimco, Claff, Dean Adler and his team, Schottenstein, and our very own and indomitable Bob Miller to put together this company and be patient for 15 years and believe in us for 15 years. It was the courage to believe in us and make this happen. So thank you to all of you. You know, ours also, we are a story of conviction in a model, a business model that's different. We choose to do things that others do not do. Conviction that even when we make a misstep or two, we can get up and keep going. Thank you to the board. Thank you to Jim Donald. Thank you to all of the management, present and past. Thank you to all of our frontline in the field. Thank you to all of you who make it happen every hour of every day. Without you, this would not be possible. And you know what I've learned over the last few months is that ours is also a story about compassion. We do incredible things. We love winning. We love winning. But we also have big hearts. We make a difference, and the last 4 months have proved it, that we make a difference to our people, we make a difference to the communities we operate in, and we're always there for our customers. And that wouldn't happen without the thousands and thousands of you at the front line who wake up every morning with that belief and conviction that we are there for our customers and that we're there for each other. I thank you all for that. It dawns on me, while I'm the center of attention now and you're all watching me, there were a lot of people. I'm just part of an amazing team that helped us cross not a finish line, but a starting line. And it is not a finish line, but a starting line. And I just want to take a moment to thank those people who did that. First is my roadshow partners, Bob, Susan, Jeff is on the video, Melissa, Chris Rupp, and the amazing production team. All of you are here. Thank you. We could not have done this without all of you. A wonderful group of banks, just a great team that helped us. Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, JP Morgan, and Citi, and all the other bankers. Our advisors in Solbury and ICR. And I want to finish again with the management team, the broader management team, and the front line. I know our finance team hasn't slept for 6 months. I hope you get some sleep, okay? Thank you for everything you did in the finance team, and thank you for all of the field leaders who have been with us through this journey. It's not what we say, it's always what we do. So thank you with that. And finally, a big thank you to Apollo and to all the new investors who have joined us. Thank you for the confidence you have put in us. We are energized by it, and we are energized about what we can do to make sure you're proud. Thanks.
Good morning, and the Albertsons IPO show is underway. I'm Ryan Green. You'll see me a couple more times throughout this morning, but great remarks from Stacy and Vivek. And as Vivek mentioned, not many people have been getting sleep recently, one of which being your CFO, Bob Diamond. Bob, how are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you, Ryan?
Things are going well, so we're getting ready. We're leading up into that opening bell. You know, before we get to that point, Bob, I know that you have some remarks that you'd like to address to the team. The floor is yours.
I do. Everyone, I'm Bob Diamond. What an exciting day this is, huh? Albertsons Companies has a long, rich history that has led to this historic moment of re-emerging as a public company once again. I wanted to take a moment and say thanks to all of the finance team across the company for all their contributions that have helped lead us to this day. Special recognition is especially well-deserved by our financial reporting and our investor relations teams who have worked tirelessly the last 6 months in preparing SEC filings, countless presentations to investors, which have led up to this IPO. We would not be where we are today without their contributions, and I wish to tell everyone, thank you.
Thank you, Bob. And throughout the morning, guys, we're about 7 minutes away from that opening bell where Vivek will be ringing it virtually up there with Stacey Cunningham, opening up a $25 trillion marketplace. But the show is just getting going here. As we saw Stacey above the trading floor giving those opening remarks, we're now going to take a quick look into the NYSE boardroom where we'll be joined by John Tuttle, our vice chairman. John, the floor is yours.
Good morning, Ryan, and good morning, Albertsons team. I'm John Tuttle, Vice Chairman of the New York Stock Exchange. And on behalf of our entire team, congratulations on the initial public offering. As Stacey said, we know how much hard work has gone into this by Vivek, by Bob, by the entire team in Boise and across the country, all of your advisors, your board, your investors. But I wanted to give a special thanks to the over 270,000 men and women that are part of the Albertsons family. Thank you for the hard work, the determination, the commitment to excellence as you build and further strengthen a great American company. And ultimately, along the way, you are improving the lives of millions of individuals and families across this country. So welcome to our family, the community of the world's greatest companies. And I'm honored to present you with the most special gift the New York Stock Exchange can, and that's your original listing certificate. So on behalf of the New York Stock Exchange, Vivek, Bob, and all 270,000 members of the Albertsons family, welcome to the world's greatest community of companies. We hope we will see this proudly on display in Boise. But I also wanted to take a moment to thank you for your generous gift to the New York Stock Exchange. Thank you. This is an exciting gift that I can assure you will be proudly displayed here at 11 Wall Street, but really symbolizes not only the great partnership we've built leading up to today, but the great partnership we're going to have for decades to come. So on behalf of our entire team here, thank you, congratulations, and welcome to the New York Stock Exchange.
Thank you, John. And on behalf of the NYSE as well, we are honored to welcome you to the NYSE Albertsons here this morning. So we're about 5 minutes away from the bell. So here's what's going to happen. Throughout the morning, we're going to be talking to different management members. We've already started with Vivek and Bob, but we've got more guests to come here this morning. But we're counting down to that opening bell. And as I talked about, opening up that $25 trillion marketplace here at the NYSE. We're going to be doing it on site with Stacey, but Vivek will be live behind her on that podium on this historic occasion. But as John mentioned, as Stacey mentioned, as Bob mentioned, and Vivek mentioned, it takes everyone working together at Albertsons, all 200,000 plus coming together with the common goal of benefiting the world. And that's what you guys are doing. You're positively benefiting the lives of millions of people. So with that ringing of that opening bell right at 9:30, the equity markets will open, but Albertsons will not. And that's by design. We have a hybrid market at the NYSE, and it's going to take some time. We are talking about a very large transaction this morning, a historic transaction. And as Stacey mentioned in her opening remarks, this process of an IPO is difficult in any situation, but you guys were able to do it in anything but standard situations. But you guys are used to that. You guys are used to benefiting the lives of millions of people, waking up early and doing what's right for the end users. So this is nothing new to you guys. So you guys were able to get it done during this time. But throughout this morning, it could take 45 minutes. It could take an hour. for the stock to open, but that's okay. Because look at how much hard work to get to this point. And as Stacy mentioned, it's just a point in time, but it's an exciting point in time. So with the equity markets opening at 9:30, that's when that process really starts to begin, what we call the price discovery process. And that's when buyers and sellers are going to have the first opportunity to share in Albertsons' success, as Stacy mentioned. Investors will have the opportunity to share in Albertsons' success in this role of the designated market maker. And we're going to have a live shot from the floor where we'll talk a little bit about the mechanics. We'll hear John right from the point of sale at your designated market maker, GTS, talking through the order flow, talking through the process. But what I want to reiterate is we're going to make sure that we do this right. So whether that's half an hour, whether that's 45 minutes, or even upwards of an hour, we want to make sure that we see nice, clean, orderly trading on day one of Albertsons, because you're going to see a lot of interest in Albertsons today. You're going to see a lot of trading commence in Albertsons today. So we want to make sure that when the stock opens, there are no surprises. Nice, clean, orderly trading. We don't like volatility, also known as peaks and valleys here. We want to see nice, clean, orderly trading. It priced last night in the primary market at 16. So that's where they'll be going off. That will be the starting point here this morning. But again, it's going to take time. And I wouldn't dive in too much on the opening price, because look at what you guys have done over the past several decades. It's an unbelievable story. And as we saw in that clip right after Vivek's great remarks, look at the lineage, look at the heritage that you guys are delivering day in and day out. And during this pandemic is the latest example that you guys have been able to rise to the challenge and help those in need when they need it most. And as Stacy talked about, the most basic, feeding people. And during unprecedented times as well, they look to you for hope. They look to you when they needed foods, when they needed to feed their families. And what did you guys do? All 200,000 plus? You rolled up your sleeves, you got to work, and you stepped up to the call. And I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, to be joining you this morning and celebrating on the success. But that's what it's all about. It's about doing what's right. And you guys are doing that day in and day out. And throughout the morning, when we talk to different management members that are talking through this story, that will remain consistent. The pride that everyone has for Albertsons, the excitement. And yes, this is that next chapter in success for Albertsons, but it's just the beginning. We look at this as a marathon, not a sprint. So yes, it's day one. We're excited to have you. And we're about 2 minutes away from it. This is the most exciting moment. You're going to show to the world that Albertsons is accessing the public markets. So the countdown is just starting here. Stacy's making her way to the podium. Vivek's getting ready, because you're going to see him live on the podium. So what we're going to see in a little bit, we're going to see that live shot to the world. And then when I come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the mechanics of the transaction. We're going to talk a little bit more with your management members, but let's get it going. Equity markets are open. Albertsons, Vivek, a flawless bell ringing here today. It's an exciting morning here. And guys, so this is when the process begins. So those equity markets are open. Albertsons, obviously, as we've been talking about, is not ready to begin trading yet. And again, it's going to take some time. So we're going to get to that live update from the floor in a little bit. But we have a very special guest that should be familiar to each and every one of you. Skyped in live, Jeff White, EVP. How are we doing here today, Jeff?
Good, Ryan. How are you? How cool was that to watch?
Listen, I was hooting and hollering. I'm here on the West Coast. Apologize, family. I just woke up my entire family. My puppy's barking in the background. But how cool was that? That was unbelievable. Yeah. Jeff, I know you've got remarks for your team. The floor is yours.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So You know, Ryan, I am always amazed with all the incredible innovation and high quality products that our teams in the stores offer our customers every day. So it's from that incredibly decorated cake to those beautiful floral designs and the high quality produce and everything in between. They do such an incredible job in surprising and delighting our customers in so many different ways. So a real heartfelt thank you to the entire merchandising team across our whole company for their dedication to serving our shoppers. Ryan, we couldn't deliver an exciting shopping experience without any of them, and I couldn't be more proud to be part of their team.
Jeff, thank you for your kind words. As we've talked about throughout this morning, it takes everyone working seamlessly together to benefit the lives of millions of people, all 200,000 plus. Jeff, congratulations. Welcome to the NYSE.
Thank you, Ryan.
So guys, here is when things are really starting to ramp up. That transaction, that opening price is coming together. It's going to take some time, but who better to hear an update from than our very own John Tuttle, live from the trading floor. John, what are you seeing down there?
Hey, Ryan, great to be back with you. And welcome to the trading floor of the New York Stock Exchange. So exciting opening bell. Congratulations on opening the equity markets today. As Ryan mentioned, it's going to take a little bit of time to get Albertsons open for its first trade. Behind me is your market maker, Glenn. And so he's working with your bankers right now to build the book and make sure we open that stock at the right price. Not a specific time, but the right price. So what you're seeing behind me here is what's called the trading post. It shows that the offering price last night was $16 a share. What will happen is that is where the IPO is priced, but that's not necessarily where trading's going to begin. So there's a lot of buyers coming into the market, a handful of sellers, and we're really building what's called the order book. And we're going to find a market clearing price, meaning the price where a good chunk of those buy and sell orders will match, and open the stock for continuous trading. So what will happen is behind me, by 10 o'clock, your market maker, Glenn, will put up what's called an indication to the street. What that is saying is simply that while you priced the shares at $16 last night, if we're to open the IPO right now, it would be between X and Y prices. A lot of the investors who may not have been able to participate last night are watching for that price, will submit their orders, and allows Glenn to really tighten or adjust that range until we can find a market clearing price. So that's what's happening behind me. For a transaction of your profile and size, it may take a while, but we're focused on getting it right. And so soon the stock will be open, but it will continue trading throughout the day and every day that the market is open. So we look forward to welcoming you all down here when the time is right to the floor of the New York Stock Exchange to view the trading yourself and celebrate this incredible day here at our 11 Wall Street building. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Ryan, and we'll be sure to share updates with the team.
We invite you to eat life up. Experience new flavors. Explore irresistible creations. Discover culinary delights everywhere you turn. Offering the essentials you need and much more. Dive into the delicious and let your inner foodie come out and play.
To our associates who provide comfort in uncomfortable times, who diligently work every day to serve our customers, who've worked tirelessly without hesitation to keep our stores clean and sanitized, distributing and stocking products as quickly as possible, for the phenomenal service you provide to our community. You don't work for Albertsons companies. You are the best of Albertsons companies. We appreciate you beyond measure.
An inspiring message, an inspiring couple videos. I'm also just getting hungry by looking at those, but an exciting morning. We are joined by your EVP and COO, Susan Morris. Susan, an exciting morning and a historic day for Albertsons this morning.
Thank you, Ryan. Absolutely, we're so excited.
Susan, I know that you have some remarks that you'd like to deliver to the entire Albertsons team here this morning. The floor is yours.
Thank you. I really wanted to just say thank you to the 270,000 amazing team members that we have across the entire country, in our stores, our distribution centers, our plants, even backstage. You couldn't possibly know how much we appreciate you, and not just today, but every day. and especially these last several months as you fought so hard and worked so hard to take care of our customers and our community. It's you, your pride, your passion, and your ownership every day that makes our company so special, and we would not be here today without you. So thank you for all that you do in making every day a better day for our customers, our company, our people, and our communities.
How do we make every day a better day?
It starts with one employee.
One store.
One community.
From one friendly associate to another. From one store to our customers.
From our customers to the ones they love.
Helping communities thrive.
Continually striving to create exceptional products and a healthier planet.
Supporting local.
Creating jobs.
Utilizing innovation that will better serve our cities.
With friendly people and the freshest product.
From the neighborhood to the nation.
Making every day better for our customers.
Better for our people.
Better for our communities.
Better for our future.
We are Albertsons Companies.
How great was that? Congratulations again, everyone. A big thank you to our investors, the board, the management team, all of the leaders in our company, and the incredible frontline. Thank you so much for bringing us to this day. I want to wrap up with a message. While it feels like we just accomplished something, and we did, it's incredible. Recognize it's a starting line. The expectations on us are even higher than before. We have a clear agenda: growth, productivity, technologies, developing our people, and committing to more diversity in our company. And we have it. We've got momentum. We're winning in the marketplace. Let's stay focused and stay focused on the all-important person, our customer. Thank you very much. Let's do it. Thank you.
New York Stock Exchange has had years and years of supporting incredible startup companies like Virgin Galactic.
We chose the NYSE because it's a place where iconic companies are born in the company of giants.
Being associated with an institution that goes back further than Levi's is special. This is where this company deserves to be.
The New York Stock Exchange is the place to be. If it was just all digital, you wouldn't feel it. But you feel it here. You feel that the stock market's more than just numbers and trades. It's actually people.